I think more importantly, it's your big ass head in the camera.
Yeah, well.
Come on, man. Let's start the show. Welcome to InDaClinch with Chuck and D. I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
Man, here we go again. It's been a while.
It's been a break, yeah. And hey, first we'd like to apologize, that we haven't been.
Right. We haven't been on top of our game, and that's our bad. But, hey, life happens.
Right,
happens to you motherfuckers, too.
Well, when equipment goes down and stuff like that. But hopefully we get that corrected here soon. So
I don't know if you could consider your mouth equipment.
Here you go.
All right, man. So we're going to recap 123. We didn't get to do any projections for this fight, so let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about Phil Davis and Tim Boetsch.
Hey, first of all,
is that how you say his name?
Boetsch. Tim Boetsch. Boetsch is a good fighter, especially he's a heavyweight, right?
He's a heavyweight.
He's a heavyweight. Because at one point I thought he fought light heavyweight, but maybe I'm just kidding myself. Tim Boetsch is, to me, I think he's a proven fighter. I mean, he's fought tough competition.
Yeah.
Not in just the UFC, he fought in IFL, some other organizations as well. Phil Davis is a beast.
Phil Davis is definitely a beast.
And the Mr. Wonderful that he put on, I think it's amazing that if you, first you seen Matt Hughes, do, just a choke when he choked out
Ricardo Almeida.
Yeah, just on the spot,
a manufactured choke.
It's what I'm saying, it's and it was funny because I don't think Matt Hughes realized when he had that choke on Ricardo Almeida, he was and then I think once Almeida body just went limp, he was oh shit, choked him out by doing that, you know what I'm saying? Which was funny with...
Can we call that a signature choke?
Well, I think they're signature chokes now because, I'm sure at one point or another...
What would you call it? The Matt Hughes bow tie choke?
Who knows, man? Them chokes, the way that they're doing it, and it's amazing. Because that Phil Davis choke, I love how they dubbed it the Mr. Wonderful choke.
Mr. Wonderful.
Dude, that was just... not necessarily a choke, but it was he cranked his arm all the way back with one, he did that with one arm.
Yeah, that was...
It's amazing.
I just remember watching the fight. I was like...
Dude, I was there. That the type of pressure that puts on your joints, your shoulder, I'm sure, man, that's...
How does it shape up for Davis as a heavyweight?
I think he has a chance. You got to understand, there's a new breed of heavyweights out there. Athletic as hell. It's not when you used to see these big fucking Tim, Sylvia and
we call them mud flaps.
Yeah, well, and that's just one. I think that era is gone. I think it's going back to the way that Randy Couture, when he was really coming up in heavy, athletic, quick, speed, power. That combination it's amazing. So
I think ingenuity.
It is.
Yeah. The next fight is Gerald. I got the brakes beat off me, Harris. And Pacquiao.
Hey, dude, that Pacquiao kid.
Hey, that dude is a monster.
Hey,
I have never... I'm going to tell you something. I've seen certain fighters respond to pressure and get pissed off, but I've never seen focused aggression like Pacquiao put on Gerald Harris, because he really got irritated with Gerald Harris's bullshit games, the little wrestling, sweep the ground, like trying to fake a feint. Well, and I think that something clicked in him, and he just went.
I honestly think.
Hey, what's your man's name from Street Fighter? The monster, the green monster.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
The Brazilian guy.
Yeah.
Y'all have to tell us, but he just went berserk on that cat, man.
He put a beating on him, so
I did not see that coming.
Well,
beat the brakes off of Gerald Harris.
Hey,
can you say derailed?
Get back in the gym and work on your striking game, buddy.
All right.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go right and lead right into it. Lead right into why I told you this is my I told you so. Hey, I told you so.
BJ Penn and Matt Hughes fought the trifecta fight, the third fight. I for one, I really didn't want to see BJ Penn come back to 170. So coming into this, I was a little bit biased. It's not anything against BJ Penn. I just don't think BJ Penn is an effective fighter at 170 pounds. That being said,
I told you so. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't particularly see BJ dominating at 170.
He's
not like he did at 155.
He's not going to be George St. Pierre.
And to be honest with you, now that 155 has gotten a little bit stronger, right now there's a toss up in the UFC as the strongest weight class, which I would say between the light heavyweights and the lightweights, because those two divisions are stacked. And then, even now that they're doing featherweight, because I'm going to tell you something, and I want to be the first to say that this could be something you may see. BJ Penn fighting for a title in 3 weight classes. And I'm going to tell you something, that was an impressive-ass knockout. When Matt Hughes stood up, first of all, when he stood up, he looked at his corner and mouthed, "What happened?" And then when Joe interviewed him, he was like, "What happened?" He was like, "I got hit hard. I thought I got hit with a knee or a kick." Dude,
he's like, BJ punched me very hard.
Very hard. So, I think
Matt Hughes retiring now?
No, his career isn't. I can see if
37.
I can see if he would have lost to Ricardo Almeida or somebody like that. BJ Penn is a world class fighter.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I have 2 favorite fighters in the world, and this fight card I really love because Rampage and both BJ Penn was on the same fight card. I just think that BJ really, I think he was motivated to come into this fight. You know what I'm saying? And then to walk into the ring with the AI with scrap T-shirt, that set it off for me, man.
Yeah.
It was a tragic event that the surfer Andy Irons died.
Right.
Actually, he died here in Dallas too, which was kind of sad. But I think that when BJ is motivated,
you just gave away our secret location.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
That's right. We out of Dallas.
And I just think that now that you see a motivated BJ Penn, he may start that title run again. Maybe not at 170.
I'm going to tell you where the problem is because the fight's already booked. BJ Penn is about to fight John Fitch.
Ooh, and this is another good fight. And I like this card because you got Fitch, who's I'm proud to be a Hoosier myself, and that guy's from Indiana, and to fight against BJ, dude, BJ fights well against wrestlers, though.
He does fight well against wrestlers, but I think that
they have a hard time taking him down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has a good ground game. So
but this is a second to none grappler.
That's true. Very true.
There's only one other man that's ever beaten John Fitch in grappling, and that's Jake Shields.
Right.
Which he looked like doo-doo in his last fight.
We don't
But
want to
that's
talk about that.
now fight of the night. Well, it was supposed to be fight of the night. Rampage Jackson versus Lyoto Machida. I could have saw this fight going either way. And I thought it was a very good fight. I thought there was a lot of feeling out on both sides. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I have Rampage's back because Machida to me is just a little too.
I'm gonna say this. I think people know how to fight Machida now.
Yeah.
To Shogun, I think Shogun kind of set the page. And to me, Shogun and Rampage are pretty much the same fight style. Not so much. Even though Rampage does have the wrestling, and I love the fact that when Machida had Rampage, and Rampage was like, "Oh no!"
We were about to see our first slam in the UFC because he ain't slammed nobody yet.
And he jumped clean off. He did not want. He let him go.
He hit the ejector seat on that one. But that being said, Rampage wants to do it again. I think it's going to get done. I don't think you're going to see.
It will happen.
The winner was supposed to take on the winner of
Shogun Evans. But
now I think
we'll see a rematch. I think we'll see a rematch. And then I'm gonna say this too. I think Rampage looked really good, and you got to think back to his fight against Evans. He could have knocked Rashad out that fight,
most definitely.
And the reason I think that he did not do that was simply because most definitely. The reason why he didn't do that was simply because of coming off the movie, trying to cut weight and all that too. So. But I think Rampage looked really good coming into this fight too.
I thought Rampage looked really good.
Threw a couple kicks. Rampage throwing kicks. Damn. Hey, the world is coming to an end.
You gotta up your game.
Yeah. Hey, BJ Penn looking good. Rampage looking good. The world is coming to a motherfucking end.
One other thing we want to talk about, we touched on boxing the last couple of weeks.
For you boxing fans, hey, it started off to be a good fight.
Right.
Started out to be a good fight.
First off, let me just say I did pick Margarito. I am humbled, and I did think Margarito showed a lot of heart, but the skill sets, if the skill sets match the heart, Margarito would have won the fight.
I want to say this. Because we had a great question come up by Reg at Blades and Shears Barbershop
in Allen,
Texas. He had a question. Go ahead and roll the question.
Chuck, D, this Reg from Blazing Shears. Max Kellerman made the comment that he sees a lot of weaknesses in Pacquiao's defense. I want to know what you guys think about that. Holla at me.
Okay, hey Reg, great question. Max Kellerman did bring up a good point.
You think it's a good point. To me, here's the thing, and if you don't mind, I'll start. This is nothing new. This is not holes in Pacquiao's game. This is how Pacquiao fights. These holes have always been there. It's just people being able to exploit those holes. Now, when you look at a fighter like
Cotto?
No, the dude that he fought 3 times. Mayweather just wiped the floor.
When Juan Manuel?
Juan Manuel Marquez was able to exploit these areas. These fighters like Margarito, who are a little bit unorthodox, they're able to exploit these holes because Manny Pacquiao's not looking for those he's not looking for those ins and outs.
I'm going to say this. Pacquiao's defense is offense.
Right.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, Pacquiao doesn't go. Mayweather's a defensive fighter.
It's really sad that Max Kellerman is really bringing this up because for true boxing fans, we've always known that. You can touch Manny Pacquiao up. You just want to get punished in the process.
I'll say this for Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is like a Pacquiao junkie. First of all,
right.
I mean, and then to say this, I think he's just trying to stir the pot. But I just think, honestly, Pacquiao is not a defensive fighter. Right. Like you said, those holes have always been there. It's going to take someone as fast as Floyd Mayweather to really expose.
Right.
Who can? Because, I mean, I'm going to tell you something. To fight Manny Pacquiao and defeat him is to have a good defense and be able to move in and out, just like he moves in and out. Right. So. But great question, Reg. If you're in Allen, Texas, Blazing Shears, Allen, Texas.
Check them out at bladesandshears.com. All right, well, that's all we got for the recap show. Until next time, I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
And you were in the clinch.